Vokati Haziram Zipti Lum Kasidilam Havaxi Vokati Haziram Zipti Lum Kasidilam Havaxi Vokati Haziram Zipti. Now, I intended to do this yesterday because Lemuria is the 9th, 11th, and 13th of May. But before getting into that, I would like to say something about the concept of no book. No matter how perfect or imperfect a source one may have, it still is purely what you make of it. Just because something exists doesn't mean just pointing at it is going to do that for you. It's your personal belief in it. It's your understanding. It's your learning. It's your practice. It's your sharing. It's your experience of these texts, whether they're written or, otherwise, the mention of book in the teachings that I'm referring to refers to something beyond just some written text. And I talk about how names and titles, they're useful, but they don't really matter. Ultimately, they're a term of things. It's like birthdays. People and their birthdays in the area of the U.S. where I live and other areas of the U.S. that I have lived, people didn't necessarily even know what year they were born. Now, if they were born on Mother's Day or something like that, then they would tend to remember something like that better. Of course, back then they didn't celebrate Mother's Day. That was something, that they came up for us. The greeting card companies and all that stuff. But then again, we can use these terms. Like, if something happens more than, average, like your birthday on this day of the week, if it coincides with that which you were born more often than once in every 7 years, you can use that. And you can also use less. All these things are just purely according to how one decides to do that. Now, with the text at hand, we can twist and redirect things according to what we personally take of it. There's the literal, there's the semantic, there's the hermetic, there's other ways of looking at these things. We can say cosmological statements, we can have social statements, we can have it about spiritual relationships, we can have it about how we're going to live our lives. And so exite paterni. Exite paterni. With these beans, I redeem me and mine. Haec, ago, mitto, meque, meosque, fabis. Haec, ago, mitto, meque, meosque, fabis. Haec, ago, mitto, his, redimo, 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 meque, meosque, fabis. These I cast. The larva of the ancestors go forth. Agias emas, agias emauton, agias su, agias umais, agias noctulius, agias nithra, agias shugara, agias satanas, agias asath, agias azanagin, agias nakala, agias gawatham, agias binan ath, agias litagan, agias abatu, agias karasamsu, agias nemaku, agias maktoron, agias vopecula, agias kathana, agias atazath, agias vindex, agias davchina, agias soroktanas, agias naas, agias alastaras, agias sha'atan, agias ira, agias eulalia, agias Liana, agias Baphomet, agias Athushir, agias Kaas, agias Batsturga, agias Olenas, agias Sapaner, agias Darkat, agias Asif, agias Ulifrades, agias Galbne, agias Lucifer, agias Drill Sergeant Gray, agias Amos, agias amauton, agias su, agias umais. Lum kathidivum havakleave wo kilti haziram zapi. And regardless of the person, our group, a particular thing is associated with, we can take in of the symbols and use those symbols in our own way, use the narrative in our own way, use the teaching of our own way without having to defend even that, much less that which is outside of that. Because we don't have to, per se, look at the context. We may not be saying anything in particular with the context. Now, Lemure, exite, paterna, or paterni, is the one phrase, and Haec, mitto, his, redimo, meosque, fabis is the other. And the first you say 3 times each night, as you may want to walk around with incense. And the second you would say 9 times. And, you start the ritual with the eating of the beans, and then you finish it with the other as you go out. Now, is this an exorcism, or are you giving the beings permission? Or are you doing something different than that? It's, again, all your intention, and